Okay, so another thing that you can do is obviously start practicing with Publisher itself. So open it through this way. Okay, you've got a couple of options. You either want a portrait document, that will be good for posters, or landscape will be good for leaflets. However, once you're inside, you can change your mind anyway. So this is what we consider a portrait format. If you've gone opened it up and you want to change your mind, go into page design, orientation, and change it around. Something you can do to make life a little bit easier is if you go into shapes, open a line, and obviously, as you can see, the document is 30 centimeters in length, width, whatever. We're going to just use the 10 centimeters to break it up into thirds. So I'm going to go up to the 10 line and I'm just going to create a line. Not quite sure if it's wonky, doesn't matter. So what I'm going to do, I've got one line there. I'm going to highlight it. I'm going to do Control and C, or you can right click it and do copy. And then we want to Control and V or right click and paste and put that up to roughly around the 20 mark. And then what you should have there is a design of a leaflet because you've got your thirds. This is your first page. You might want to save that in your documents for now. Component free materials, publication one, let's just call it leaflet page one. And there we go. So you obviously want to start using some of those assets and materials that you've been saving. So if you're going to insert, one of the first things you could do maybe is to use a picture. So if you go back up to your documents, here's my smiling woman. I'm going to stick her on one of my sections. Oh, just twisted, never mind. I can save her up there. I might then decide that I want to include a shape. Let's go for a nice round one here. Let's go for that. And I want to type in it, hello, smiling woman. I don't know. So I'll want to draw in a text box into my shape. And I want to find my fancy font that I saved from before. So there's Jackin. I'm going to say, hello, smiling lady. I can highlight it all, make it a bit bigger and whatnot. But as you can see, from my folder, I'm starting to utilize and add in all my assets materials into my practice document. Try and save it along the way so that you don't lose anything. But you're starting to build up what your leaflet or your post is going to start to look like. You might also want to play around with the color design of your page. So I've decided I like pink. Pink's my favorite color. You might want to do a background color. So you can choose any of those. Maybe I'll go with something like that. So really, if kind of 3D effect, but it might have darker colors on the edges and a lighter one on the back page. But it is really a case of playing around with this one. So that's what I suggest you do. You can also obviously upload your logos, which I'll show you in a little while, upload any maps that you've tinkered with, and start to play around with how you want it to look. Obviously, you want to try and keep it in keeping with the planning from activity 2, but this is for you to practice with. Okay.